Morning to all. This is Nagul Mira. Our topic is arrays in third unit. Okay, na? Arrays in third unit. So this topic already discussed. Yes, what is the meaning of arrays? Here, array is a collection of similar data types. Array is a collection of similar data types. Those are used to store items contiguous memory allocation. The contiguous is nothing but order and meaning and contiguous is nothing but order. Here array is a derived data type. There are different types of data types in C language. In that arrays are derived data types. Okay na? Arrays are used to store primitive data types. Those are integer, character, double float, etc. We can store integer, character, double float in array. Okay na? Here array is a similar data type only. Array is a collection of similar data types. There are different uses of arrays. What are those? We can store employee details, student details, we can have student marks, those all things. Okay na? There are different applications of arrays. What are those? Store list of values. Okay na? We can perform matrix operation. We can perform different types of searching algorithms like linear search, binary search, and also we can perform different types of sorting algorithms. Those are insertion sort, bubble sort, selection sort, quick sort, and merge sort. These all are different applications of arrays. Okay, na? Last class these all are discussed. Now, types of arrays. There are two different types of arrays. There are two different types of arrays are there. What are those? First one is one dimension array, and next one is multi-dimension arrays. Okay, na? Here, one dimensional array is nothing but it consists of only one column. One dimensional array consists of only one column, simply one subscription. Okay, na? One subscription also called as one column. So, ఇటువంటి arrays ని మనం one dimensional arrays అంటాం. Coming to our second type of array, that is multi-dimensional array. Two-dimensional arrays, three-dimensional arrays, and four-dimensional arrays, etc. These all are called as multi-dimensional arrays. Okay, na? Coming to our one dimension array, how we can create one dimension array in C language. Let us see. Okay, na? So here one dimension array is nothing but already told one subscription. It consists of only one subscription, nothing but one column to specify a particular element of an array. This is called as one dimension array. Subscription value starts from zero. In any type of array, subscription values starts from zero. If we want to five elements, subscription starts from zero, end from four. Nothing but element will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay na? So here the declaration of one dimensional array is simple event main. Okay na? Data type nothing but int space and number square brackets of 5 and each and in that int is a data type space. Here number is a array name. Number is a array name of subscription 5. That means it can store 5 elements. It can store 5 elements. One column consists of 5 elements. Int is a data type space number. Here number is a array name. Number is a array name. 5 is nothing but subscription. In that one column consists of 5 different values. Okay, now this is the declaration of one dimension array. Here another format is there, that is data type space variable name of size. So మనం చూసిందేనండి. ఓకేనా? Here yes, ఇక్కడ డేటా టైప్ లో మనం ఏం యూజ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు, ఆల్ ప్రిమిటివ్ టైప్స్ యూజ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు అండి. ఇంటీజర్, క్యారెక్టర్. Yes, I am sharing. Network is gone. Yes. Size visible? Is my screen available? Yes, okay. Na? Declaration of one dimension array. How we can declare data type space variable name of size, nothing but array size. In that data type, we can define all primitive data type. Those are integer, float, etc. Variable name is nothing but array name. This is in the form of identifier. Size is nothing but maximum element that can be stored in array. So example is int space avg. Avg is nothing but array name of 50. So in this avg array can store 50 different elements. Those are all collection of integer types. Okay, so these range starts from 0 to 49. 0 to 49. Why? Because array subscription values starts from 0. Okay, na? So 50 elements, we want to store 50 elements, that means 0 to 49. So this is nothing but declaration of array. This is nothing but declaration of array. Now, how elements are stored in array? For example, I am using char space str of 6. This means char space str of 6. I am using this type. Okay, na? I am. For example, if I use this, what happened here? Here char is a data type, space str. Str is my array name. Str is my array name of 6. That means str array name can store 6 different characters. Why? Because this is a character type. Okay, na? In this example, what happened here? So str array can store 6 characters equal to in double quotation. Why? Because this is a string. Okay, na? This is a string. Why? This is a string. What is the meaning of string? String is a collection of characters. Kada? So in double quotation, hello semicolon. ఈ విధంగా యూజ్ చేస్తానండి. For example, I am defining this type of array. What happened here? Char str of 6 equal to hello in double quotation semicolon. For example, ఈ విధంగా యూజ్ చేశారు. What this code do? This code do in str array name. Hello is stored. Hello characters are stored. Hello strings are stored. And hello అనే string ని మనం ఎక్కడ స్టోర్ చేస్తాం? str లో యూజ్ చేస్తాం. str can store 6 different types of characters. For example, ఈ విధంగా ఇస్తే ఇంటర్నల్ గా సిస్టమ్ లో ఏ విధంగా స్టోర్ అవుతుంది చూద్దాం. ఓకేనా? సో array subscription starts from 0 కదా. array subscription values start from 0. Here 6 యూజ్ చేశాను. అంటే మీనింగ్ ఏంటి? array subscription starts from 0 to 5. 0 to 5 means 6. సో ఈ విధంగా అరేంజ్ అవుతుంది ఇంటర్నల్ గా. ఇన్ సిస్టమ్ ఇంటర్నల్లీ, ఓకేనా, దీస్ సబ్స్క్రిప్షన్స్ ఆర్ 0 to 5 ఈ విధంగా ఎలైట్ అవుతాయి. ఇన్ దట్ ఏమవుతాయి? h is stored in 0. h is stored in 0 subscription. e is stored in 1 subscription. l is stored in 2 subscription. Another l is stored in 3rd subscription. o is stored in 4th subscription. There is another subscription that is null. Null means ఏమీ లేదని మీనింగ్. మనం హెలోనే కదా ఇచ్చింది. hello is a 5 characters. Hello is a 5 characters, but I am defining size of the array 6. Nothing but the last one is null. ఓకేనా? null ఏ విధంగా ఇండికేట్ చేస్తామంటే /0 ఇండికేట్ చేస్తాం. ఓకేనా? ఈచ్ అండ్ ఎవ్రీ సబ్స్క్రిప్షన్ కన్సిస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఇట్స్ రెస్పెక్టివ్ అడ్రస్ ఇన్ ది సిస్టమ్. సో ఈ విధంగా అడ్రస్ స్టోర్ అవుతూ ఉంటాయండి. ఓకేనా? ఈ అడ్రసెస్ మనకు కన్ఫ్యూజ్ సిస్టమ్ లో ఇంటర్నల్ గా స్టోర్ అవుతూ ఉంటాయి ఈ విధంగా. ఓకేనా? సో దిస్ ఈజ్ నథింగ్ బట్ స్టోరింగ్ some characters or some integers in array. Okay na? Whenever we use this type of code in C language, okay na? So in system internally this will happen. Okay, in system internally ఈ విధంగా అలాట్ అవుతుంటుంది. each character is stored in one subscription. Here the last character, here there are size is 6 but characters are 5. The last one is stored null and its respective addresses. Okay na? ఈ విధంగా addresses కూడా స్టోర్ అవుతూ ఉంటాయి. So this is nothing but how define a single dimension array, how we can initialize a single dimension array, how values are or elements are stored in single dimension array. Okay na? Now coming to our initialization of array. Practical గా చూద్దామని ఇప్పుడు దాకా మనం థియరిటికల్ గా చూసాం ఓకేనా. సో ఇప్పుడు ప్రాక్టికల్ చూద్దాం how arrays are initialized. Okay na? Here what is the meaning of initialization? After declaration, initialization is nothing but storing values in arrays. Storing values or elements in array. That is nothing but initialization. Okay na? Already మనం చూసామండి initialization topic. Initialization is done with the help of equal to operator. Already మనం చూసాం కదా. So here array can be initialized either following stages. So arrays can be initialized any one of these two. మనం ఈ two types లో ఏదైనా యూజ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. First one is static initialization, also called as compilation time initialization. First type is static initialization, also called as compilation time initialization. Second type is dynamic initialization. Second type is dynamic initialization. Okay. First one is at compilation time, nothing but static initialization. Next one is dynamic initialization. Okay. We can initialize an array any one of these two. First one is at a compilation time. Compilation time as well as dynamic initialization. Okay. So first type is at compilation time, also called as static initialization time. Okay. So this is the one type of array initialization. ఏం జరుగుతుంది చూద్దాం ఓకేనా. Initialization of element of array can be done in same way as ordinary variables. So ordinary variables ఏ విధంగా అయితే ఇనిషియలైజ్ చేస్తామో సేమ్ యాజ్ array ని కూడా అదే విధంగా ఇనిషియలైజ్ చేస్తాం ఓకేనా. చూద్దాం ఎట్లా చూస్తాం. Here there is a syntax. Using this syntax we can initialize an array elements at static or compilation time. How? Data type space array name of size. Okay, already మనం చూసింది ఇది. Data type space array name space size equal to, here equal to operator is used to initialize the different values in the arrays. Okay na? So equal to in brackets, e brackets use చేయాలండి ఓకేనా. in brackets flower brackets, in brackets list of variables semicolon. This is the syntax. Okay na? So data type space array name space no data type space array name of size equal to, okay na, in flower brackets mutually list of values and nothing but semicolon. Example is data type. Example in this one integer. Okay na, data type that is integer space number array name is the number in brackets 3 equal to in flower bracket 0 0 0 semicolon. What happened here? Here array size is, array name is number, array size is 3. That means it can store number array can store 3 values. Number array can store 3 values. What are those? 0 0 0. ఇక్కడ ఏదైనా ఇచ్చుకోవచ్చు, 3 values ఇవ్వాలని మనం ఓకేనా. సో here number array can store 3 different types of values. Those are the type of integer type. So 0 0 0. సో ఈ విధంగా యూజ్ చేస్తే ఏమవుతుంది ఓకేనా. నెంబర్ అనే arrayలో 3 different values స్టోర్ అవుతాయి. those are 0 0 0. ఓకేనా. సో దిస్ ఈజ్ array with example. ఓకేనా. initialization of array with example. ఓకేనా. For example, if the number of values in the list is less than the number of elements, what happened? The remaining elements will be set to 0 automatically. What is the meaning of this? For example, here I am using int number of 3 equal to 0 0. Only 2 zeros మాత్రమే ఇచ్చానండి. 0 0 end ఇచ్చాను. What happened here? The array size is 3, but I am initialized 2 values. 0 0 మాత్రమే ఇచ్చాను. What about third one? What about third value? Third value automatically assigned with 0. Okay na? So this is nothing but initialization of array. Here there is one example how arrays are initialized, that is static initialization. Okay na? This is the example of static initialization. So this is my header file. My program name is array.c. Okay, this is in comments, this is not executed. Now void main, yes, this is the syntax. Observe. Okay, int space n of 5 equal to 0 1 0 comma 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 end. What is the meaning of this? Here int is a data type, n is the array name, n is the array name in that 5. What is the meaning of this? So here n is the array name, it can store 5 different values, it can store 5 different values equal to, what are those values? Equal to 0 1 2 3 4 ఈ విధంగా ఇచ్చామండి. 0 1 2 3 4 అంటే ఏంటి? ఈ 5 వాల్యూస్ ని n అనే arrayలో స్టోర్ అవుతుంది. దట్ మీన్స్ ఈ 0 ఎక్కడ స్టోర్ అవుతుంది? 0 is stored in n of 0, 1 is stored in n of 1, 2 is stored in n of 2, 3 is stored in n of 3, 4 is stored in n of 4. ఓకేనా? సో ఇక్కడ స్టోర్ అవుతుంది. Now we are stored these 5 different values in n array. Now how we can print these 5 values? Okay, we can print these 5 values, just a printf statement. Okay, printf percentage d. Why? Because this is the integer type. Printf percentage d. Why? Because this is a type of integer. So we want to print 0. Where this 0 is stored? n of 0. మనం వాడు ఇచ్చాం కదా, అదిగోండి ఈ విధంగా అనమాట. సో ఇక్కడ మనం ఏం చేస్తాం? హెలో కదా, str of 6. So str is my array name, 6 is my maximum, it can store maximum 6 characters. Here hello in channel, h is stored in 0, e is stored in 1, l is stored in 2, l is stored in 3, 0 is stored in 4. Same ways ikkada 0 is stored in n of 0, 1 is stored in n of 1, 2 is stored in n of 2. So using that we can printf percentage d. Percentage d is nothing but control string to print integer values, comma n of 0. n of 0 means, so ఈ వాల్యూ ప్రింట్ అవుతుంది, 0 ప్రింట్ అవుతుంది. అట్లాగే n of 1, 1 is printed, n of 2, 2 is printed, n of 3, 3 is printed, n of 4, 4 is printed. Okay, so in this way we can initialize particular array, one dimensional array, and also we can print those values in that particular array. Now we execute this program. Remember, this program name is array.c. Now where is that search? Okay, let's open our Turbo C. Here is my Turbo C. Open this one. It will take 2 or 3 seconds. Opening, just wait. Yes, open. So what is my program name? That is array.c. Where is that? Yes, this is my array.c. So my program is open. This is my program. So this is my header file main. Okay, now n of 5 equal to, I am storing 5 values. I am storing 5 values in that particular array, that is n. How we can printf percentage d, n of 0, n of 1, n of 2. So this way. Okay, so each value is stored in each substitution, that is n of 0, nothing but 1, n of 3, 3 value, n of 4, 4 value stored. Now execute this program. How we execute? Just compile. Okay, na? Control F5. Okay, yes. Now print alt F. So here 5 values are printed, 0 1 2 3 4 are printed. Okay, na? So in this way we can initialize one dimensional array, and also we can print those arrays. Is there any doubts? Is there any doubts this topic? Okay, this is the example of our initialization of array at compilation time. Initialization array at a compilation time, that is static initialization. Okay, na? That is static initialization. Coming to our second type, that is dynamic initialization. Dynamic is nothing but at the time of program execution. At the time of program execution, we can initialize the arrays. how we can initialize arrays at the dynamic time. Okay na? So this is the second type of initialization, that is dynamic initialization. Yes, there is a one program, this displays how we initialize element in runtime. Okay na? So చూద్దామండి ఇది కూడా with the help of loops. Okay na? So with the help of loops we can initialize, with the help of loops we can initialize the array elements in dynamic initialization, dynamic time, nothing but a runtime. Now here hash include stdio.io.h, hash include io.h. Simply these are header files. Main, this is the main. Okay na? Int space arr, that is the array name. Int arr, that is the array name of 4. So what happened here? I am declaring an array. The array name is arr. Okay na? It can store 4 different elements and 4 different elements. I am using 2 variables, int I comma j. Okay na? I comma j 2 variables use cheyabostunnandi. So now printf enter array elements. Okay na? So now display avutantandi. This is the message purpose. Printf enter array element. Now with the help of for loop, I am initializing, nothing but I am storing these 4 values in the array. How? So 4 values కాబట్టి 4 times repeat అవ్వాలి కదా, 4 times అడగాలి system. So for I equal to 0, I less than 4, I plus plus. Why? Because 4 ఇచ్చాము కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ I less than 4, I plus plus. For each time ఏం జరగాలి? For each time ఒక్కొక్క ఎలిమెంట్ ని ఆ ఏరియాలో స్టోర్ అవ్వాలి. ఫర్ దట్ scanf యూజ్ చేస్తున్నానండి. scanf %d ampersand arr of I. That means for each time 0 is stored in here. Arr of I means I is nothing but these values. Okay na? I value repeats 4 times, nothing but each repetition it can store one value. So 0 is stored second time, 2 is stored third time, 3 is stored, 4 is stored in this way. Okay na? So scanf %d ampersand arr of I. సో ఇది ఎందుకు మనకి? సో మనం ఇచ్చిన వాల్యూస్ స్టోర్ అవడానికి. ఓకేనా? నౌ కమింగ్ టు అవర్ ప్రింట్, హౌ వీ కెన్ ప్రింట్. సో స్టోర్ అయిన వాల్యూని ఏ విధంగా ప్రింట్ చేస్తాం? సేమ్ ఇదే విధంగా ప్రింట్ చేస్తాం, బట్ ఇక్కడ స్కానర్ బదులు ప్రింట్ఎఫ్ యూజ్ చేస్తామండి. సో ప్రింట్ఎఫ్ వాల్యూస్ ఇన్ యారే, దిస్ ఈస్ ఫర్ డిస్ప్లేయింగ్ పర్పస్, జస్ట్ మెసేజ్ పర్పస్. సో ఏ విధంగా? ఫర్ ఇక్కడేమో ఐ వేరియబుల్ ఈజ్ యూజ్డ్ టు టేక్ ది ఇన్పుట్, j variable is used to print the output. So for j equal to the same loop. Okay, j less than 4, j plus plus. In the place of scanf we are using printf. Okay na? So in the place of I, this is the printing kada. So j ni use chestunam ante, nothing more that. Get c, this is the output purpose. Okay na? Get c, this is the output purpose. Okay na? So in this way we can initialize the elements in the array at the runtime, nothing but at the execution time. Simply we can call as dynamic అంటాం. ఇందాకేమో స్టాటిక్ అంటాం, కంపైలేషన్ టైంలో, రన్ టైంలోనేమో డైనమిక్ అంటాం. సో ఇన్ దిస్ వే we can initialize array. That may be a dynamic, that may be a compile, nothing but static. Okay, which one is easy? This one is easy. Okay, so for small programs, చిన్న చిన్న arrays కి, 1-dimensional arrays కి చిన్న చిన్న వాల్యూస్ ఇనిషియలైజ్ చేయడానికి ఈ టైప్ ఆఫ్ సింటాక్స్ యూజ్ చేస్తామండి. నేను మోర్ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ వాల్యూస్ ఇవ్వడానికి ఈ టైప్ ఆఫ్ ఇనిషియలైజేషన్ యూజ్ చేస్తున్నాను. సో సింప్లీ రన్ టైమ్ ఇనిషియలైజేషన్ ఈజ్ వెరీ ఈజీ. Run time initialization is very easy. Now let us execute this program. My program name is array2.c. Now open our turbo C. Yes, open our turbo C. Now open array2.c. Yes, this is my array2.c. This is my program. Okay, this is my program. What happened here? This is my header files main. Okay now arr of 4. This is my array name. It can store 4 different values. I am defining 2 variables. for taking the input, for displaying the output. Nothing but I am taking two inputs, that is I comma j. I is for input, j is for output. Printf, this is my message purpose, that is enter array element. For I equal to 0, this is my, so array లో 4 elements తీసుకోవాలి కాబట్టి 4 times repeat చేయడానికి this loop is used. Scanf is used to take the inputs. Okay na? Now storing these 4 different values in ARR of I. Now how we can print same j equal to 0, something same this one loop. Okay na? In the place of scanf we are using printf here. Okay na? J variable use చేస్తున్నాం. I is for input, j is for output. Okay, get ch for display purpose. Now execute this one. Okay na? How we can execute? First compile. I am compiled. Yes. Enter array element. For example, I am giving 3. Array size is 4. నేను 4 యూజ్ చేశానండి. ఓకేనా? 4 లేదా బిలో 4 మాత్రమే ఇవ్వాలి. Enter array element 3 ఇచ్చాను. Now system asking for 3 elements. For example, 3, 5, 8 ఇచ్చాను. Now values in array is 3, 5, 8. అర్థమైందా? సో array elements is 3 ఇచ్చాను. ఆ 3 elements ఏంటి? 3, 5, 8. So this is the simple execution of program. Now we are using here CLR SCR. Okay. So previous output నాకు అవసరం లేదండి. CLR SCR. Where CLR SCR? అంటే clear screen is used. So clear screen is placed after the variable declaration. So here the variable declaration. Now CLR SCR. Oh, CLR SCR. Now my output is here. Just to save it. Now compile it. Okay, yes. Enter array elements. Oh, what happened here? 10, 30, 40. What happened here? Only 3 elements are taken. Yes. Okay. I am using loop as I equal to 0. Yes. So 20, 30, 40. Now compile again. It will run again. Yes. Again compile. Now enter array elements. Enter array elements. I am using, for example, 2. So system will ask only for 2 values. Those are 100 channel, 200. Now values are 100, 200, 300 is given. So those are values are printed. Okay na? So this is about our arrays initialization. Okay na? This is about our array initialization. Okay na? First one is at the static time, nothing but static initialization at the compilation time. Next one is at dynamic initialization time, nothing but runtime. Okay na? So this is about our initialization of array. This is about our initialization of array. Okay na? Is there any doubts in array topics? Arrays. Okay na? So this completes your one dimension array. Okay na? This completes your one dimension array. Now coming to our next topic, that is 2-dimension array, nothing but multi-dimension array. Okay na? 2-dimension array, simply multi-dimension array. What is the meaning of multi-dimension array? What is the meaning of multi-dimension array? Multi means more than one. Multi means more than one. Ante meaning enti? So 1-dimension array consists of only one subscription. Only 1-dimension array consists of only one subscription. Ante oka column maatrame untundadi. Okay, nothing vector matrix. Vector matrix. Okay na? So 1-dimension array is nothing but vector matrix. That means it consists of only one dimension, nothing but one column. Two-dimensional array. What is the meaning of two-dimensional array? Here, two-dimensional array consists of two subscriptions. ఇక్కడ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ 5 యూజ్ చేశాను కదా, ఇక్కడ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ 5 ఇన్ స్క్వేర్ బ్రాకెట్స్ 5 అగైన్ మళ్ళీ స్క్వేర్ బ్రాకెట్స్ 5 యూజ్ చేస్తాము. 5 ఆర్ 4 సంథింగ్ ఎనీథింగ్. సో టూ సబ్స్క్రిప్షన్స్ ఉంటాయి. ఓకేనా? array consist of two subscription. Array consists of two subscription, that is called as two-dimensional array. Okay, in next class we will discuss about what is two-dimensional array, how do we declare two-dimensional array, how do we initialize two-dimensional arrays. Those all are discussed in next topic. Okay, so this is the completion of our one-dimensional array. Okay, tomorrow we will discuss about two-dimensional arrays. Okay, is there any doubts in one-dimensional array? That is a declaration, initialization, that is at the compilation time, at the run time. Is there any doubts? Is there any doubts? Nobody respond. That means no doubts. Okay, so you can leave now. Prepare for next class.